Glam Glocks. Hola Glam Glocks. Excuse the appearance. It's still pretty early in the morning. I just dropped my kids off and was tweaking this a little bit, but I recently have tried out something new using the Lash Tight Ardell eyelash glue or whatever. I will show pictures of the products and everything at a later time in the video, but using that product, I just kind of took my falsies that I got from AliExpress, I believe. I got some like wispy crisscross ones and then some wispy just straight natural-ish looking ones. And what I did was I used those straight natural looking ones and I cut them into tiny little pieces, and I glued those pieces on. Now I'm trying a method and it's quite controversial. I know that the comments, I don't know if they'll get crazy or not, but these are my eyes. Don't do as I do, just observe. I'm just kind of trying out this method. I actually placed the lashes underneath my natural eyelashes, whereas you would usually use the cluster individual, whether or not you want the knot or the knot free, whatever. You put them actually on top of the lash line. I did not do that. I did it underneath. And of course, you're supposed to apply it to the lashes, not to the skin. Otherwise, it will not work. Trust me. It took quite a bit of finessing since this was my first time. Again, this is my first time. Please be gentle. Of course, they're not going to look, you know, stellar because I'm not used to applying these. But I will do a close-up and everything. Now, the reason why I'm doing it this way is because my eyes are very sensitive and they're very dry. And wearing false strip lashes, it's quite uncomfortable, though I can't say that this is much better. It's also quite a hindrance. I would say that it feels just like whenever I put on my regular falsies. So I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. I probably won't do it again. At least not underneath. I will try the method of putting them on top of my lash line to see if that's a better alternative. I did use the black glue. I will purchase the clear lash tight glue just to see how that would be, but I did go this time with the black lash tight eyelash glue. And now I will just do kind of a close-up. I probably need to do a little bit of trimming here on this eye in the inner corner, but I wanted them to be a little wispy, yet I wanted them to be a little long. So as you can see, I do not have my brows on. Okay, but as you can see, this is what they look like. And since I didn't do it on top, you shouldn't see them. And I do not have mascara on. I did apply these last night, and I did sleep in them. And I did not have any missing, so that's good. I'll come in a little bit closer. They are not twins, obviously. And like I said, I'm probably going to do a little bit of trimming on the inner corner. From afar, they don't look bad, just don't come too close. Now, like I said, I did go underneath, and that's where I applied them. Very messy. application. But I mean, I can cover that up with some eyeliner. To where it's not too noticeable. So yeah, this is what they look like right now. Not bad for my first time, I guess. Like I said, next time I will definitely do it on top just to see which way is better. I'm gonna see how long these last. I will give better updates in the future. I'll even apply makeup and tell you how that is and everything. You're supposed to use oil-free based makeup products because, of course, oil will help loosen the glue and everything. I've heard people say that these could last up to 2 weeks. I've heard people say a couple of days. We shall see. The first time that I lose a lash, I will document that to also put in the video. So this is my first check-in with just doing them last night and kind of tweaking them this morning. This inner corner of this eye was giving me a lot of problems. I will tell you that the glue, you need to get it as close to the lash line, to your lashes as possible, because if you even get it too close to that water line, it kind of feels like the fumes are going in your eyes. It smells like straight up nail polish. It burns if you get it too close to the eye. Just be very careful. I mean, it didn't make my eyes water and overflow, which I thought might be a hindrance, to the glue, and you do kind of wave a little bit. It does irritate your eyes just a teeny bit. It was not awful, though. My pain tolerance is awful. So it wasn't bad enough to where I was like, screw it. It is very, very tedious. It takes quite a bit of time. Now, if you were to use the individual cluster lashes, then maybe it wouldn't take as much time. But because I had to cut up strips and stuff, it did take quite a while. But, yeah. I did definitely stack some of them because the natural wisps that I bought, they're a little too thin. In some places I wanted it to be a little bit thicker. Like, for example, right here I did have to stack right in here because I felt like it was just too blah. I did have to stack a little over here, which you can probably tell, and I think I stacked over here. Another little side note that you can do with these is you can curl them. Depending on how secure the glue is, and evidently I use quite a bit, I got to actually curl them with an eyelash curler, so you can curl them. That's a good thing. That's a plus. So I was happy about that. Okay, so it has not even been 24 hours, and the method of putting it underneath the lash line, I can't take it. It's like irritating me so much, and I keep like touching it and everything, so I'm gonna take these off. I can't stand it anymore. Oh my god, the relief I have is unexplainable. Like, the eye irritation is no joke. I'm about to wash my eye area and just relax my eyes because try to get some of the rest of this glue off, but oh my goodness, it is such a relief. I will try the method of putting it on top of the lash line maybe tomorrow and see how that goes. I mean, if I could have stood the itching, which I know I couldn't have, if I could have withstood the itching, then I mean, it probably could have lasted like over a week because it was on. I just used this incredibly tiny, I didn't realize how tiny it was, bottle of the Lash Tight eyelash adhesive remover, and I used one of my Vander brushes to do that, and yeah, make sure you don't get it in your eyes because it burns. I mean, it didn't really get in my eyes, it's just the fumes and stuff, but oh, man.